Good day. Hope you're doing well. Today we have an article from denofgeeks.com, and it is dated August 8, 2019. And the title is What the Rules of Force Ghosts Could Mean for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. So, let's get on to it. No one's ever really gone, said Luke Skywalker in Star Wars The Last Jedi. No doubt meaning that your loved ones will always be with you in spirit, even after they've died. Unless, of course, he's referring to the Jedi and their nifty trick of coming back from the dead to haunt you as a neon blue Force ghost, in which the case, you literally can't get rid of them. Despite concentrating himself to death at the end of the film, Luke himself, while his spirit form, will indeed be back for the Rise of Skywalker to whisper words of wisdom from beyond the grave, while presumably sitting on a comfy log. But what else will the son of Darth Vader be able to do in the last installment of the Skywalker saga? Will his role be limited to just exchanging dialogue with the colossally untrained Rey? Or are we able to see him do some mesmerizing cool things that the scene of the Rogue One looked like Jar Jar falling over? Based on the rules set by Star Wars canon, here's an exploration of the abilities and limitations of Force Ghosts and what that could mean for the Rise of Skywalker. Influencing the physical world. Since all Star Wars Legends material was decanonized in 2014, there's now very little we know of Force Ghost's ability to influence the physical world. In Galaxy of Fear, Ghost of the Jedi, it was established that it was possible for a dead Jedi to touch a living one due to their connection in the Force. And while this may no longer count as official Star Wars lore, The Last Jedi supported the theory when Yoda's ghost whacked Luke with his stick. He also appeared to be almost entirely lose his bluish glow and transparency, suggesting a deceased Jedi can make a near full return to his physical form. Even more interestingly, Yoda also destroyed the Jedi tree library by summoning lightning. Hang on, Force lightning? So not only are the Jedi still able to use their powers after they've snuffed it, they're apparently also capable of harnessing new ones. This potentially has major implications for Luke in the Rise of Skywalker. Theoretically, he should be able to use the Force to assist Rey and her fellow heroes, perhaps by lobbing the occasional rock at Kylo Ren's head, or say guiding a proton torpedo into the exhaust port of a giant space station. If he's able to regain his solidarity and interact with objects in a similar style to Yoda, could we potentially see him wield a lightsaber again in a fight with the Emperor? That could be pretty interesting. What do you guys think? I mean, it was pretty cool that Yoda was able to summon lightning and, hit Luke with a stick. Do you think Luke will be able to go further with that? Maybe. Next one. Communicating with other Force users. Despite us still knowing very little about the Force Ghosts and how they work, they're actually one of the earliest pieces of established Star Wars canon. A New Hope introduced us to the idea when Obi-Wan Kenobi, bent to his mates, let Darth Vader slice him in twain, only for his body to instantly vanish like a misplaced coffee cup in post-production. Sorry, that's just too funny. We then almost immediately heard his ghostly voice tell Luke to run as the stormtroopers unthreateningly opened fire. It was in The Empire Strikes Back that Obi-Wan first appeared to Luke as a ghost apparition, promptly followed by Yoda and his redeemed father Anakin in Return of the Jedi. How this is possible remained a mystery right up to the last prequel film, Revenge of the Sith, where Yoda told Obi-Wan that his old master Qui-Gon Jinn had returned from the netherworld of the Force and learned the path to immortality. It was written in the original screenplay that Qui-Gon was taught how to do this by a shaman of the Wills, and in the Clone Wars animated series, Yoda learned the same ability from the Force priestess on a planet in the center of the galaxy. Crucially, the ability to return as a Force ghost and communicate with other Force users is exclusive to the Jedi. However, there may be a possibility with an exception to the rule: Darth Plagueis the Wise. The Emperor's former master and supposedly the only Sith to ever discover the secret of immortality. Darth Maul doesn't count because he didn't actually die. He was just given spider legs in the Clone Wars. All right. In terms of what this could mean for the Rise of Skywalker, it seems incredibly likely that the Emperor is back, because he too has discovered the secret, either to return as a Force ghost or to his physical form. Manipulating time. As previously mentioned, The Last Jedi played with the idea of Force ghosts being able to harness new powers. But it was Star Wars Rebels that arguably presented the biggest game changer, when Ezra accessed the world between worlds to manipulate time and save Ahsoka from Darth Vader. While Ezra may not have been a Force ghost, dead Jedi are said to pass through the world between worlds, meaning someone like Luke, Obi-Wan, Yoda, or Qui-Gon could technically be able to visit different points in time. Seeing time travel implemented in the core of Star Wars film may be enough to make some fans completely disown their toy collection and Wookiee onesies. If you want to get rid of your toy collection, send them my way. But as The Last Jedi director Rian Johnson previously pointed out, there are actually no set guidelines to how the Force works, with new abilities and powers being introduced in each installment. Back in 2017, Johnson also told the LA Times, "The truth is, because Star Wars Until the Force Awakens has been set in amber and we haven't had any new Star Wars movies in 10 years, you forget that they were introducing new Force stuff with each movie, based on the requirements of the story. Force grabbing didn't come around until Empire. It wasn't in A New Hope. Same with Force ghosts. They'd introduce new ideas of what could happen with Force each time. Since time travel is now canon in the Star Wars universe, it perhaps shouldn't be ruled out as a possibility for Luke in The Rise of Skywalker, even if it does feel little too like Star Trek." So, what do you guys think about this? Influence in the physical world, we did have Yoda in The Last Jedi doing that. So that is obviously canon, and, we could see more of that. Communicating with other Force users, that's been given right from the get-go, with Obi-Wan telling Luke to run. But manipulating time, I don't know. I have a hard time. I saw all the Rebels episodes. I saw the time travel thing and everything, and I don't know. I think manipulating time in Star Wars would be a big mistake. I don't know. I guess if it's done very, very well, it could happen. And it might be good, but I just don't like it. I don't think it's a good thing for Star Wars. That's just me, though. What do you guys think about manipulating time in Star Wars? Let me know in the comments section, because I don't know. I don't think it's a good thing overall for the story. I think it would be very lazy writing if they ended up doing something like that. But I guess sometimes there can be lazy writing in Star Wars, right? Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing. All right? So thanks for watching. Take care and have an awesome day.